Sound, Class 8, Chapter 13, 6th part. Children, we have studied about the tuning fork and the sound need a medium to travel. And this fact that sound waves require a material medium was discovered by Otto von Guericke in 1654. Now the next topic is speed of sound. Sound travels fastest and most easily through solids. In the solid, the speed of sound is fastest. And this is due to the fact that the molecules in a solid, they are very closely packed together. There is no space between the molecules. The closer the particles of matter are, the more easily sound is transferred from one particle to another. The molecules in the liquid are loosely packed. Therefore, sound travels slower in liquid than in solids. The molecules in gases are spread quite farther apart as compared to solids and liquids. Hence, sound travel slowest in gases. In gases, the molecules are very far apart. Sound always travels through a medium. It cannot travel through a vacuum. Vacuum means empty space. In air, sound travels in all directions. By the time it reaches the air, much of the sound waves may be lost. Now, children, you are seeing a pic of the rabbit. The rabbit is able to turn its outer ears to capture sound waves from all directions. Now, supersonic means faster than the speed of sound. The speed of sound in air is about 340 km per hour. Now, one table is given here, speed of sound in various materials or media. Now, first dry air at 0 degree Celsius. The speed is 332 meter per second. Dry air, when the temperature is high, 20 degrees Celsius, then the speed increases 344 meter per second. Hydrogen at 0 degrees Celsius, 1284 meter per second. Water, distilled water at 20 degrees Celsius, 1498 meter per second. Sea water at 0 degrees Celsius, 1531 meter per second. The blood at 37 degrees Celsius, the speed of sound is 1570 meter per second. Children, you can study the table and we will observe that iron, glass, which are metals. So there in that the speed of sound is highest. 5170 meter per second in the glass at 20 degrees Celsius. Sound travels about 5 times faster in water than in air. This means that sound can be heard very fast inside water. This fact is used by creatures living in the sea water to communicate with one another even when they are far away. Now the next topic is reflection and absorption of sound. When sound strikes a surface, it is either reflected or absorbed. The bouncing back of sound wave after striking a surface is called reflection of sound. For example, mirror, polished surface, metal object, building, etc. can reflect sound. And you may have observed that your own voice repeating in a big empty hall or near mountain valley. So this repetition of sound, this is called echo. And we can hear an echo only from the surface which is far away. We can hear repeated sound only if the successive sound is received after 1/10th of a second after the first sound. Now the speed of sound in the air, this is considered as 340 meter per second, and the distance traveled in 1/10th second. The speed multiplied time, the distance is 34 meter. Hence, we can hear echo that is the reflected sound only, if the minimum distance between the source of sound and reflecting surface is 34 divided by 2 equal to 17 meter. So children, to hear repeated sound or echo, the distance between the source of the sound and the reflecting surface must be 17 meter. You are seeing the pic in which the reflected sound for the bat and the whales help them to catch their prey. Okay. Now sometimes we hear repeated sound from various reflecting surfaces, and this successive reflection of sound from various reflecting surfaces, so this is called reverberation, and it is based on multiple echoes, and we don't want this. On the other hand, soft surfaces like curtain, carpet, cloth, etc., so they are sound absorber. They absorb sound. Therefore, thick curtains, carpet, etc., they are used in the big halls, auditorium, hospitals to cut down noise. They absorb sound, and in this way they prevent reverberation. Now, can you differentiate between echo and reverberation? Echo is the reflected sound, and reverberation, this is the successive reflection of sound from various reflecting surfaces. Uses of echo. Echo is used in sonar. Sonar, which is used to measure depth of a sea or an ocean to locate submarine, etc. Sonar, this is the sound navigation and ranging device, and it is used to locate submarines or to measure the depth of the sea or some underwater object. Second use of echo, it is used in auditorium to produces pleasing effect of sound. Pleasing effect of sound, this is produced by the echo. Now the topic is, how do we hear sound? We hear sound through our ears. The ears are the sense organ which helps us in hearing sound. Now the ear consists of three compartments: outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. The part of ear which we see outside the head is called outer ear, or the ear which is visible to us, it is outer ear. It consists of a broad funnel-like part called pinna and about 2 to 3 cm long passage, that is called ear canal. At the end of the ear canal is a thin elastic and circular membrane, that is eardrum. Eardrum is present, and eardrum, this is also called tympanum. Tympanum. After eardrum, middle ear is present. It consists of only 3 bones, and these bones, they help in increasing the sound intensity. And next to middle ear is inner ear, which consists of cochlea, and this help in sending the sound waves to the brain. The sound waves are collected by the pinna of the outer ear. The outer ear, this collects the sound waves, and these sound waves pass through the ear canal and fall on the eardrum. Now eardrum starts vibrating back and forth rapidly. The eardrum then sends vibration to the middle ear and then to the inner ear. From there the signal goes to the brain, and that's why we hear. The inner ear sends the signal to the brain. And we should not put anything like pin, pencil or pen, etc. inside our ear. This is because they can tear the eardrum. The tearing of eardrum can make a person deaf. Our ears, they are very soft, delicate organ. We should take proper care of our ears and protect them from being damaged.